Okay, we're gonna go on a quick test drive. We have 66,251 miles on the odometer. And if you see any flickering here, that is just in camera, that is not in person. There's a big grate here. The suspension feels amazing. You got a traffic sign recognition here. Just probably because this is all back roads, it cannot recognize the road or speed limits, etc. Steering wheel's perfectly straight. Alignment feels amazing. Hit the brakes here. Brakes are solid. No shakes or shimmies in the wheel. Everything feels solid. Of course, it shifts perfect. There's really no complaints with the drivability. Like I said, the wheel is perfectly straight. Just ignore this. It's the camera freaking out here. Drives like a Bentley, really. Definitely gets up and goes. Super smooth. Ton of power when you need it. Awesome SUV for the money. Alright, we're going to do a visual condition report. So we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. And really just assessing the overall condition of the vehicle. Looking at the wheel. You have a little rash right there. You can see the clear coat's kind of failing on that spoke, and you're going to see a little bit on a few others. Date code on these tires are 2021. You're going to have a few little surface scuffs and swirls from everyday washing. Good. A couple tiny ones here. This color hides it really well. That A-pillar looks good. Now this is faded, which is really common on these. Overall, that mirror looks good. The door's clean. The door edge looks good. Typical swirls on that gloss black trim. A couple little swirls, little scuffs on that chrome trim. That looks good. Tiny scuff right there. Then looking back here on that sensor, you can see the paint chipped on the ring. And there is a couple spots of clear coat run. On this wheel, you're going to see some of the same flaws every once in a while on that spoke. As far as curb rash goes, I don't see any rash. Looks like the date code on these is 2021. looking at the front end, a couple small rock impacts here and there. Got a little chip there. A couple chips here. Got a few small ones there. All very minor though. Right here we do have a gash. And then of course you're gonna have your typical rock impacts and little chips on the front end. If you get super close on the headlights, you'll see that. Got some small chips there. There is a little ding here. You're gonna see the rock chips down here. Fender looks good. Couple chips. I see a few little scratches in the spokes. I'm not seeing any rash though. Date code 2021. See, the tires are pretty low. Lower rocker looks good. Doors clean. A little scuff right there. This color hides it really well. You gotta get in the right lighting. A-pillar looks nice. Like I said, with the gloss black trim, typical scuffs. Door edge feels good. A couple chips down there. That door edge is nice. A couple tiny little scuffs on the beltline molding. Wheel looks good. Looking at the date code 2021. This upper section looks awesome. Taillights look good. There's some light scuffs there. That taillight looks nice. Got your tow package. And then you can see a crack here and there. So I did not bolt this in. I actually put some smaller ones so I can show you. You do have some cracks back here. Looks like they added some new mounting hardware and it cracked. So once that's on there, that's what it would look like. You're gonna see just a little piece there and up there. I don't see any on the sides. Really just on that top side. And then you do have a deep gash there. A couple small ones. We have some stains in the carpet. That looks good. Got a cover here, which can be removed. That carpet looks great. All right, checking out the interior. That upper section looks good. Got a tiny little scuff there. Took a little piece off of the leather. Still hanging on though. That looks good. Lower section looks nice. No separation in the leather. A couple typical scuffs there. Got a little flaw there, and this is yellowed just a little bit. Jam looks good. You can see some wrinkles there and some discoloration on that bolster. And then you can see some wear here on the edge. A couple markings, a few little scuffs. You're gonna see a couple markings every once in a while. The leather looks really good though. No issues there. Here on the steering wheel, you're gonna see tiny little scuffs, a couple little chips in the leather, some discoloration, just from everyday use. That looks good, that's clean. I don't see any separation up here on that dash. Looking at the wood grain here, super clean. Screen looks nice. All of that's in great condition. Here on the front right door panel, upper section looks good. Handle area is clean. That looks nice. Couple stains in here. Little marking there. That lower section looks good. Typical scuffs here on the kick plate area. That carpet's in great condition. Looking at that bolster, that edge looks good. I don't see any flaws on the stitching. A little bit of blue transfer here on that edge. Upper section looks good. All of that looks nice. That stitching is really clean. All of that looks good. Wood grain looks nice. I don't see any separation on that leather. Massive panoramic roof. Couple markings here, and this is all leather surrounding the whole upper section. Here on the back right door panel, tiny scuff here. The handle's clean. A couple markings. You do have a little notch there out of the leather. The rest of that looks good. Typical surface scuffs on that kick plate. A couple markings here on that lower section. Got the trays. Here on that bolster, that looks good. Bottom seat's perfect. I don't see any flaws here. Looking at the middle, all of that looks good. Back of the console, nice and clean. All of that looks really nice. Here on the back left door panel, upper section looks good. Couple tiny scuffs here. Here on that lower side, you're gonna see a little rip there. All of that looks good. You do have a gash right here in the paint on the jamb. These seats look perfect. Looks like no one really ever sat back here. Color looks good. All the stitching looks amazing. That looks nice. Just gonna scan through the engine bay here. You can see some of that chrome is flaking off on the emblem. And then the underhood liner, that's in great condition. Very little wear.